Hi, I am Manoj. Today we are going to see the one of the project like travel destination review app using MERN. Okay, let's see the output of the project. Okay, I am going to refresh here. The person will get into register first. I'll give my name and Manoj at gmail.com, and I will give password as 1234 and phone number, some random phone number, like yeah, okay. And if I get into register, it will take me to login page, and in the login page I have to give same email id and password which I was given in the register page. Here I will give manoj at gmail gmail.com, and password is 1234. If I given 5, it will show fill the correct information, and I will give like 1234, and it will take me to login page like home page. Here you can see, okay, close, never. Here you see that home page. We have several navigation bar like profile page, destination page, summary page, and traveling images. And we see one by one. This is profile page, which we like updating our profile, add image. It will take us to our system storage. We can update our images, and here the destination page. This is which are all the country visited, and the Indians, Sweden, Mexico, and the places like Delhi, and the review of the place, like it is really look amazing, and also admitted status and some of the CSS styling. And if we go to summary page, it will show the destination which are all updated, and it will give summary. It's like drop downs. You can see the drop downs. I can update the date and time, what are all the places visited, and finally we can traveling and images. If we travel images, if we search for an images like uh, uh, example, I search for animals in images, animals, just submit. It will uh, yeah, it will show some random animal images which connected to API. Yeah, okay. Let's. It's all work on back end and front end. Okay, let's see the coding part. Yeah, now we can continue the coding part of backend. Our requirement is, first of all, the user should be able to sign up and log in with a JWT token authentication. Yeah, yeah, JWT token authentication is a kind of middleware. It is used to make HTTP request. So we are first of all set up the backend code with certain packages. First, we have to yeah, you can see the package.json. We are yeah, installing the packages Express, JSON, Vec tokens, Mongoose, CORS, which are all packages used in backend for authentication. We are using here Express for an it's all about backend, and Mongoose it's all about configuring the MongoDB. And JSON Web Token is generally is actually it generate the web tokens, and CORS it is to access backend request to front end. So yeah, also we are using some node mode and concurrently dependency, due dependency. So next we have to set up the backend. We are storing the data, so we are using database like MongoDB. Here we have to first of all just we open the MongoDB server. Uh, MongoDB. Yeah, we are using the first of all we are creating a or a cluster, and we create a cluster and have to connect with our application to connect our React application. You have to copy this thing and just we can see the open. We can open the register page. Here the user get updating the details, and it will store into backend, and it will check and also it will check the register page, and also in login page the details should be it will same, it have to match, then only it will take to home page. Let's see the coding part, how it has been configured. Just we are all installing our packages, and we are running our server in server side, and just open our server. First of all, we are we importing all the express and mongos, and we are using user registration, and we connect the mongos connect, which we have copied here the link, we are placing here, and then we check through console log. Just we connected like db connect, and just we are running through localhost 5000 for localhost 5000 to post the data. So next we have to here our the person who is posting the data. So we are creating a post app, and we the person who are updating name, email ID, password, phone number, like the person will update the username, mail ID, all the requirement of this fields. So then all the requests are all the details are updated. Then it will check if the condition like already already the person has registered, it will throw the error like status like 400, the user has already exist. If also the password is not equal to confirm password, it will show the passwords are not matching. If the condition get both condition get true, then the new registration will happen. If the person is already registered, it will not it will throw an error. If the person is new register, it will take the user register like name, email ID, password, and phone number. Then it will execute, and it will register successfully. It is the status also we are mentioning 200. It will register successfully. If any error like any error in MongoDB or server side, it will throw an internal error. Also, we are creating one of the models. The user input the type, which type the it will have to access that. So yeah, the register user, we are using MongoDB as a schema because it has a NoSQL database. So we are using MongoDB. So it will store the data as the person data, it will store in a database. We know we used to create a model schema. So we are using username, email, password, and confirm password. It must be a string, and also email ID, it must be a unique, because same email ID it will not take. And then finally we are exporting the model to Mongoose. We are using register user and register. This register user is an model. It's a schema, and this register user, which is the person who has updated the details, and it will take to server side. So the person will enter the details. It will check on backend, and also it will also it will store in database. we are using Postman to post our data like keys. It will check whether condition the same um, the same data has been the same data has been inserted or not. Yeah, now we can move into the front end part. Now here we can see our output. We have register and login page. One second, we can log in, register our page. No, email.com and password is 1234 and phone number I can give some random number and register. It will take to login page. Same email ID should be entered and password is 1234. Then it will take us to login page. You can see here our code. Uh, it also we can check our uh, we can check our local storage which we have updated the details like say 1234 at manoj at gmail.com. Okay, let's see the coding part. Here first we creating a components which are all needed. The component mainly we are using register or login at home page. Here we are using register, register.js and register.css for styling purpose and register.js. First we can go through with the register page. Yeah, in register page we have several input like name, email, password, and phone number. Here you can mention updating that input fields like register and the name, email, and password as well as phone number. Also, we are using a button for register, and if the already the person is registered, it will directly take us to login page. There you can update our email ID, and we can get into um, home page. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here I installed G, and here 1, 2, 3, 4. Will directly taken to home page because already we have storing our data in local storage. Let's see the coding part. Here first we concentrate on home page like home. Here you can, yeah, here see our name and email and password and phone number. Here we are also using on-change event handler because we are using useState because useState is an hooks that allows you to how the state variable in the functional component. It will if your user want to update, it will it will use the set name and it will store in the name. For example, we are using on-chain event handler. It will store the data in local storage in the form of JSON. So we are using here JSON stringify because JSON stringify is method which converts JavaScript object or any value to JSON string. So um, after that yeah, on change event handling, yeah, we are submit the form. So after submit, it will take us to handle form submit. So we are using a normal function. So event prevent default, it is perform certain action. So it is it will check the condition. If the name, password, email, phone number, it all set true, it will take to check in local storage and it will set to login. If any any false or error, it will throw an error. Next, we see into login page. After the register has been submitted, it will take to login page because we are redirect to login page. Next, we get into login page. Here's the same feature, same concept which we are used in a register. Just we are using only a email and password. It will check it is same as register which we are mentioned early in register email and password. It will check it has been same. It will it has matched. It will take into home page. Let's see the code. Here we are using useState and also we are using React Bootstrap because we are using one of the method called flag, which is it is the warning. It is like warning. It is a features of React Bootstrap. Now we can move into form like. We are using here a login form, login name, email ID, and password. Using event change handler, where so on submit event change handler, we are checking the data. It has same as in the mentioned in register. Using on change handle in the function. Um, Using event prevent default it is perform certain action and it will check in local storage. Then it will move to home page. When we click on to our data, when we click in at gmail.com like 1234 will take into home page. Let's see profile page. Next, we move on to home page. We can see here whenever we click on this page like destination page, profile page, and traveling page, the URL has been changing. So this function is made through React Router DOM. We are using React concept. Let's see on code. If we are so I created a separate pages like I can use your destination page, profile page, and summary page, and travel page. So all those pages are linking to navbar.js. See, we can we are setting the path and also importing the React router DOM. So this router will link those paths. We can see that if we click on the profile page, it will link to profile page. You can see here it will changes the as a profile page. When I click on the destination page, the URL has hit and it has changed to destination page. So here I can set the path. Let's see the profile page. Here I am uploading. If I upload the image, it will take to our local storage. Just I upload here one of the image and just open and it has updating. So let's see. I am using here to do this as a JavaScript. For here I can open this one and profile page. Here, first I am using all this data as common HTML code, and I am using your main thing is file reader. It is a JavaScript function. We are using const image handler. It takes the event. It takes the event, and we need reader. So new file will store in that new file reader. It is just as JavaScript. It actually it calls API. It do access your file. It calls API to access your file, and it will upload to reader. Here you can see the upload to reader using arrow function. So it has some features like it has three features. So you can say like it has when it has empty, no, it not read any method. When it is loading, it reads the method, and when the operation is done, it will show as it completed. So uh, those all the these file are linking to nav. Next, we can go to destination page. Here, I update it's a common table using Bootstrap and CSS and HTML. Uh, uh, and the destination page. We're using destination and also destination CSS for all that hover concept. It's all CSS property. I'm using uh, font size and font family and padding and uh, as well as colors. And you can see uh, this bootstrap far faster for a rating purpose, and it's all common HTML and CSS functions. Next, I am moving to summary part. It is also it's like drop down method. It is a can use like summary page. All that summary has been uh, mentioned using that summary and details using details ID. You can mention all that uh, details. So next you can move into travel image. Here, the travel image. Here we can see the final part as a traveling images. It like a search bar, like it's like small gallery snapshot. For example, if I search for an animals, it will call that API and submit all the images like birds and animals. So we can see how the code has been done. Here you can see travel images.js. First of all, we are using two inputs. Just I open. I am using here two inputs. So two inputs, which is submit and input text. So I am using a const API. It is a cloud key, the particular key which has been calling. So this is also Axis. We are using, let's see one by one. We are using here first we created two fields, two inputs like input text and submit. Then we are using const search and const data. Yeah, const search and const data. We are using use state so that all the input value handling properly to search. So after the submit the form, it will call the on submit. You can after when we click on the submit button, it will call the on submit. So then this API get call. So this API calls through Access because Access this API is we are using for fetch the images. So we are using Access. So we are also importing Access because Access is used to send asynchronous HTTP data, HTTP request. Sorry. So we are importing Access. Finally, we call API to get such images from cloud. We are also using that particular that cloud key. Every API is separate key. So all the data has been called through that API. So finally, uh, we destructuring the gallery snapshot. So we are using on change event when the click when the submit button is clicked, it will take into on change event handler. So then the API is called and the response is made. So the particular method has done in how the images has been images want to store. So Yeah, you can see that how many images can be stored. 30 images can be stored. And once again, then the final part is gallery.js. Here we can see the gallery.js. We are destructuring the data using map function. Here all that images storing to data, and this is all the src for the images and the width and height settings. Finally, we can run the code once. This is the you can see that width and height and all the data, the format, and how the row and column should be there. And finally, we can run the code once. Just I enter my name, Manoj, and Manoj at gmail.com 1234 number, phone number, one some random number, and it will move on to login page and Manoj at email email.com and 1234. If I enter any other number, it will show error and I will enter correctly. Login page. Here we can go to home page. You can here okay, close, never, and here's my profile page. Any upload images, can upload images, and here the destination page, which is done by CSS and Bootstrap. Here the summary page, which has the details of like India, Mexico, and finally the traveling images. If I can search for like birds, I can get some images. Whatever I can search, I can get into that images. So overall, this is my project. Thank you.